So, ladies and gentlemen, you know one of my favorite things to do on this channel is to warn people of scams and pyramid schemes and snake oil salesmen when it comes to IT and the IT industry where people tell lies. And for a long time, I've been focusing my efforts on the Google IT certificate scam. But I'm finding out that there's a worse offender out there. And if you look on Twitter, you will actually find a whole bunch of it. And unfortunately, of course, as you guys know, I am a minority, but the biggest scammers on social media are, minorities scamming other minorities. You want an example of this? All you need to do is look on Twitter, and I don't recommend this, but the hashtag Black Tech Twitter. 90% of Black Tech Twitter are snake oil salesmen. It's basically become a joke. And if anybody, is looking on Twitter, if they're on Twitter and they're looking for some IT advice for an IT career, well, there's tons of misinformation and scammers and get rich quick schemes that litter this this hashtag and litter Twitter. Let me just think of some of the ways, discuss quickly some of the ways that they lie and some of the schemes that they use. But basically, it's mostly snake oil salesmen. What I see the most are people just putting up, they're fake motivational speakers. They just post a whole bunch of empty platitudes. And they just continue using the same phrases and repeating them over and over again. Like, get in the bag, and I'm dropping jewels and dropping gems. But of course, on Twitter, like I guess other means of social media, is that on Twitter, everybody that works in IT or in a tech career is rich. So most of what you'll see on there is people flashing money, like they're P. Diddy or Floyd Mayweather or something. You just see people hashtagging Black Tech Twitter flashing money or saying that they make huge amounts of money, but of course, zero proof. And they tell people that they didn't work for it, which is not true. Yes, there is a high earning potential for people in IT and in the tech fields. And yes, minorities can get some of that money. But what they tell people on Twitter is that they didn't work for it. They didn't do anything for it at all. And they have the secret to it. And of course, that secret is for sale. And of course, as anything else goes with social media and these scams and get rich quick schemes, these people primarily do this in order to keep up this image of being white collar or some sort of professional that they're really not. This is sort of akin to people who were in pyramid schemes that have gone down, and now all of a sudden they're investors. They call themselves investors, and they use Bitcoin scams and Ponzi schemes involving cryptocurrency, just because they like the look and the image of saying that they're into stocks, but they know nothing about finance. And you've never seen them finance anything. They don't even know how to use their household finances in a correct way, but they love the idea of showing people that they are financial experts or some sort of investors when they're absolutely not, and at best are scammers and are probably being scammed themselves. Well, it's sort of similar when it comes to IT because, well, people love the caricature or the imagery of being a smart person, an intelligent person in technology. So they love saying that they're in tech. And here's another thing, and I didn't want to get into this, but I'm going to now because my brain is gone there. People are saying, I'm in the tech field. And they consider anything to be in the tech field because it's cool to be in the tech field. You can have someone that's a janitor, nothing wrong with being a janitor, but if you're a janitor at an IT company, you're running around saying, I'm a Black Tech Twitter, I'm in the tech. You'll see a lot of people that love flashing this hashtag around. Go and look at what they are. Most of the time they're like recruiters, which of course they have incentive to try to make IT look different than what it is. Most of the people that flaunt that they're in tech aren't actually doing anything that's technology related. They just happen to work for a company that does things that are technology related. So if you're a receptionist at Microsoft and Facebook and you're black, you're going to be putting Black Tech Twitter all over social media because you think it's so cool to be a white collar worker or a technology worker because it makes you feel like you're smart. And that's fine, but stop trying to fool the people. Also, what you see is people who fall for this, and they want to get in on this. I guess I don't know. It's like a vibe. I guess they just want to be seen as people who are doing it. So people that want to get into IT who are falling for this foolishness, they also have a hashtag called, I think, My Tech Journey or something like that. And this is where people take pictures of school books that they don't open, and pictures of coffee sitting next to it saying, "Hey, look, I'm starting to get into tech." And they have no idea what they're even looking at. They just have a book sitting on their desk. And of course, I don't want to show examples because I don't want any smoke with any of these folks. But but in any case, again, the biggest thing is, to me, that bothers me, is that they put this rags to riches story, which can happen, but they say, "Oh, I was broke yesterday, I'm rich today." I just got finished looking on Twitter of a guy that said, "I was just making $11 an hour, and now I just turned down a job that offered me $155,000 because I know that they can give me $200,000 a year." It's like, why are you saying this to people? And a lot of times, again, people that say this have something to sell. And whatever they sell is a scam because they're selling a lie. I was broke yesterday. Tomorrow I'm making six figures, and you don't know how I did it, but I'll sell you this ebook that'll give you the magic formula to do that. I even saw, and this is, again, I don't want to be too specific because I don't want to smoke, but there's an advertisement floating around on even on YouTube, but all over social media, where there's a guy that's selling a $7,000 boot camp course. And he says, you can know nothing about computers, and in 90 days, I guarantee you'll be making six figures. And if people go through this and they don't make the money, he blocks them. But this is ridiculous. But these scams, I can't even blame people for falling for these scams if they're on social media, because if you look on Twitter for anything IT related or anything about black people in technology, 99% of the stuff you see on Twitter is a get rich quick scheme and a scam by a fake entrepreneur or a pyramid scheme or a get rich quick scammer. And it's even worse than what Google has been doing. It's really horrible. And again, I hate it because, again, my profession is not a meme. And the stereotype out there is that people in IT don't work for anything. We just click a mouse. People give us money. We don't have to study for anything. We don't have to learn anything. We don't have to work for anything. And that's why people disrespect the IT field, because they think that we're stealing money. And we're not. My profession is not a meme. My profession is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Mostly, I can't speak for everyone, but everybody who makes six figures or more or whatever their financial goal is, they worked for it and they earned it. Get-rich-quick schemes on Twitter or anywhere else that sound too good to be true are too good to be true. But anyway, that's enough of my rant. It's me, your regular angry IT guy.